Mama Fifi go pour le tekana.
Yeruwe awe penesa na we kubie. Mune yesa nga mota sepo. Donye nyoro go mabete pwe. So we aore. Yeruwe bana sekele wo ko wala tebo. Mune yesa nga mota sepo.
Gamo S3.
Pasa wo ke kameka wo do la teneba. Yeruwe baito te kabo. Mune yesa nga mota so. Bega batane ya robe bobo mune wese tebo. Aswa bere de batwo yerubo nwo. Baso to wewe ka de du ya no ma ka kokwa wo tebo. Yeruwe Johnny Foga we ka de du ya no ma ka kokwa wo tebo. Ah yeruwe baito te kabo. We are gonna know Academia. Second away, me a padiaga, quality of the ball. Moon and yes, and I'm what that's the ball. Hey, yeah, no man, no, I would no, no, I would no man, no, I would have continue. Hey, we are the one of the one, the local one, what are you? Make a twelve, so that's a pie. I get away because you're quite a good boy. Get away to the boat, or I get a way. So way. My daughter, go pera, yaga, you see, I'm away. So, Louis, James Moye. Today, me again, but today, so far today. Oh, when you need to get on a way, why don't you go my big way? You look up and make up in a boy. So way. Just see the way, can they do like no matter boy, I go play. Moon and yes, I got no that's a boy. Ruby to a summer. Moon and yes, I got no that's a boy. Jerry Yankian, I see a book. Tamaku Bawe, Bosoka Sapieli, I do not tell. Ah, yesterday. I can do make up. So blue. Some niggas take my way, and they go to no matter how I go away. Get away. So ya lo agbe mo wo ani ma menu so baba lo so agbe mo ani ma menu so baba lo so awo aye rugbo mani ma to ba lo papa oni ma menu so ya lo agbe mo wo so ya lo agbe so ya lo awo so ya lo awo Jeremiah Kungwe Usoga Sebi Papa. Sinakuka Gwe Papa Lola. The one that Gwe Usoga Sebi. No medale, but the Maqualo, Wani. Oh, bring your sin, but to Bailo. So come on, so come on, go to me, my yes, I'm a swear. Yamia Parani, my Yamia Paron, take the way more.
All right. Okay, guys. Listen, man. Thanks to those of you who are coming. Please just let me know if my sound is coming out pretty good. I feel like I'm having feel like my voice is not coming out pretty good, you know. So just let me know if my voice is coming out pretty good. If not, let me know so I can fix it. I feel like I'm having a bit of issue on, yeah, you know what I mean. So just let me know. Yeah, just let me know, please. So yeah, I'm out here today. You know, this is another podcast. We're gonna be speaking on, important issues. I feel like, I mean, it's 2026, right? So we're in the new year, and I know we're all expecting something new. So, and I've been looking on social media, especially from Liberians, and I've been seeing a whole lot of evil stuff. You know what I mean? People been writing a lot of evil stuff, towards the former president, President George Weah, and you know, like I said before, I don't think seditions we're gonna allow things to go. You know, we're gonna come back hard these days. It's 2026. So we're not gonna tolerate those type of nonsense that we see on social media. People just waking up and writing part of nonsense on Facebook. Now we're not gonna tolerate those type of nonsense. You know what I mean? Liberia is already hard. We all know that. Liberia is already hard. The struggle is real. People are struggling every country, but yeah, we are. People are busy focusing on the health of the former president, President George Weah, instead of doing something good with their life. Now they're busy writing nonsense on Facebook. Um, that we ain't gonna allow this nonsense anymore. I saw the other dude he posted on Facebook, or he has a source close to President Weah, and the source told him President Weah is struggling with prostate cancer. And when I look at this type of nonsense, you know, it just make me wonder. It just make me so angry. You know what I mean? Like, why other countries are moving forward? Country like Ghana, country like Rwanda, country like Kenya. This country they are moving forward. These people are working together, to take their people out of poverty. But in Liberia, it's the opposite. In Liberia, we are so drawn into politics, and we forget about our humanity. You know, everybody want to be the devil now. Even though our president said he's gonna dance with the devil, so I don't blame half of those people who are dancing with the devil, because when the leader of the nation is dancing with the devil, you expect people who follow him to eat and down with the devil, okay, to drink and down with the devil. But it's getting out of hand where people are not focusing on what to do with their useless lives, how to put their useless life together, or what to do with their how to help their children, how to plan a better future for their children. But they're busy on social media wishing a former president death. And some of them don't even realize that you are wishing somebody death. And the person you are wishing death, even if he falls sick today, he can be flowing out of the country immediately, and go get treatment out of the country. But you that is wishing that person death or sickness, if something happened to you today, would you be flowing out of the country? Or if your child is in need of a medical attention immediately, would you be able to fly your child out of the country? So instead of we focusing on seeing how we can work with the government, or how we can hold the government feet to fire, not negatively but constructively, and see how well the government can improve our health system, we're not doing that. We're busy looking for Facebook likes and followers by writing nonsense. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about, you know the poverty rate in our country. That's what I want to talk about. When poverty becomes entertainment, that's the hard truth Liberia must face. And that's what I want to talk about. So let me go ahead and play one more music and try to see if I can fix my sound. And then we'll get into our conversation today. But those of you who are watching me, I can see there's few people watching me. I just want you to let me know if my sound is okay, if the sound is coming out pretty good. Please let me know because I can't tell from this side, you know. So just let me know. Like the show, share the show with other people, invite your friends. You know, this is the podcast. You know, I do this every day. So yeah, let's go. Let's have another music here. All right, let's have another music here, and we'll get into our conversation. I want to say shout out to Samson W. Gay from Nema County, one of one of the proud son of Nema County. Um, yeah, Samson been doing his thing. You know, very good, very good musician. Like I said, Nima Nima is a very gifted county. Everybody from Nima they just gifted. Soccer, music, whatever it is. You know, Nima is number one. So yeah, let's play another one from Nima County.
Yahweh loves Somalia Bonagbo. Yahweh loves Binana. Yahweh loves Somalia Bonagbo. Twapa lawe Binana. Yahweh loves Somalia Bonagbo. Elea Bonagwe. Twapa loves Somalia Bonagbo. Elea Bonagwe. Twapa loves Somalia Bonagbo. Wanuna moye oh. Sopunya timel ne wokwa pietera. Waba musebe ka woye plan ka wake bongana. Sopunya timel ne wokwa sauza. Papa wokwa kuwa. Wayimu kwa kuwa. Wayomu kwa kuwa. Watoka kwa kuwa. Yene duwe miamboka telai. Oka oka. Uba musa saria yeto wa wuya. Gakupa miambo pone udera. Biwe kwe. Yawe la yakana dera ma yampietera. Wuya saria yenu pweka wera mpietera tera 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 tera. Madame Touma. Gatwa palanzo madele ya bonagwe. Temuka, kwanu denamai. Temuka, kwanu denamai. Yaba baby go will put on the walker come here. Twapa na yakana dera baby asamuka.
Madame Tegbelo.
Ira twapa na rekara kama. Yaba baby go will put on the walker come here. Temuka. Elaya bonagwe. Twapa la Somalia bonagwe. Twapa la webi nano. Elaya bonagwe. Twapa la Somalia bonagwe. Wala masya we twapa la kauya. Masya bawe twapa la kauya. Uba wonsa na kwanu sie oso ye twapa la mai. Wonsa mu ya mwenye nuwe monso yetu apa lamba. Yeah, kida no. Ele ya bona kwe. Twapa la Somala ya bona bo. Ele ya bona kwe. Twapa la Somala ya bona bo. Tarata we twapa la ye kapio.
Jojo Noir.
Yeta no we. Sankara ni makante tawo menungane yinu yiswopo ao. Tuwa na ya kana duwa ye kapyo. Ye bome mbasa ye kapyo mama.
Da.
Wakola dowe miaka nuga lo maele mama.
à François, mon papa.
Yeah, kola do we mi aga no kalo mai. Gato ya ye na ya sa ore. Yeah, mi aga lo matebo.
Zo Ousmane.
Dali membi adaru suoma. Suoma.
Shout out to everybody, guys. Those of you who are watching me, I want to say thanks to all of you guys. If you're watching the show and you like the show, please share the live with other people. Invite your friends. If you're watching me through the CDC for a brighter tomorrow, shout out to you all. If you're watching me from YouTube, shout out to you as well. If you're watching me from Thompson B Boss profile, then shout out to all of you guys. Now, my podcast tonight, okay, this is my podcast tonight is towards the Liberians. Okay. Um, like I have a platform called the Liberians Impact. Okay. Many of you know that I have a platform called Liberians Impact. And I'm still growing Liberian Impact. But so far, I've been on this platform, I've been doing great. For those of you who are waiting, okay, I want to say this. I think 2026 should be a different year. A different year, a good year. A year where Liberians work together to develop their country. A year where we unite as one nation and forget about all these party differences. You know, Unity Party, CDC, ANC, CMC, we are all Liberians. And if we forget about the different colors and work together to rebuild our nation, it's going to benefit us. But if we allow politics to come between us, many of you cannot even afford. Those politicians that you are chasing every day, they can afford to eat 3 square meal a day. But when you start chasing, and I keep saying this, you got to stop being a political soldier. People, some of you that goes online and start writing nonsense on Facebook, on social media, you are not doing yourself a favor. Because you don't even know where your help is going to come from. The person you're writing against could be your lifesaver tomorrow. You don't know that. So some of you people, you got to be careful, especially those of you that can't even afford to pay medical bill. Do not wish other people sickness or disease or death. Okay, that's not politics. Politics is about disagreeing with each other and agreeing. It's about people having different ideas. It's not about attacking each other. It's not about wishing each other death. That's not politics. Politics is running all around the world. Like the great America that we practice, that we copy today. When it comes to politics, they go hard on each other. They get some heated argument. But after that moment, they know that they're all going to be united. That's the only way they can move America forward. So I'm saying this, there's no difference from Liberia to the America. The difference is that too many of our people, they are lack the knowledge. The education is not there. So they take things personal, and politics is not personal. Politics is just a moment. After that moment, you're going back to being friends. You're going back to being family. You're going back to doing whatever you used to do. But when that moment comes, then you zoom back into your political mode. That's how it works. Now, Liberians President we are give some statement in his church, and Liberians have forgetting the struggle of the country, and they're running everywhere, all around the country, posting, writing nonsense, wishing President we are deaf, and all of this on social media. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm saying that Are these people normal? Why you worry so much about President Weah, who has nothing to offer you at this point? President Weah now, he's just a common citizen. President Weah now, he has a whole lot to do for his party and focus on his party. Because the President Weah is a good person, he's always out there and giving. But your anger should not be directed to President Weah. Because directing your anger to President Weah is not in a state power anymore. He's not in the power to do what you people are asking to do. Your anger should be directed to President Joseph Yuma Boakai. President Boakai that promised you people so many. But second year, going to third year, none of these promises have been fulfilled. And I asked you people the other day, and I said, if you are so mad at President Weah because he gave a statement in the church, and you want to debunk the statement that President Weah gave, and you're saying that President Weah is a liar, he's lying, what facts or what evidence or what document can you back your counter statement to prove President Weah wrong? To say no, President Weah, you are lying. This is what has changed in the country. This is the initiative of the Unity Party-led government. This is the groundbreaking that Joseph Boakai has done. This is what Joseph Boakai has brought into the country. But many of you are just, you have just been drawn to politics and forget about everything that was said to you. The reason you vote for President Joseph Boakai is because of the promises he made to you. Okay? It's because of the promises he made to you. And I keep telling you people, I'm not here to praise President Boakai, no. But if he do good, we're going to praise him. If he do wrong, we're going to beat him up. We're going to batch him. So across Africa and the world, countries are uniting. Countries are planning. They're building systems and uplifting their people out of poverty. But meanwhile, in Liberia, we are busy mocking sicknesses, celebrating survival instead of progress. Survival. We are celebrating survival instead of progress and clapping for crumbs. Like, this is the first country that I see where people celebrate because the price of bag of rice is down. Everywhere in the world, right this minute, prices are high. But people are not focused about the grocery that you get in the shop. People are not focused about the prices of bag of rice. People are focused, government are focused on developing system that will help its people. That's what government are focused on now. No matter what you do, prices is still going to go high. Prices is not going to stay the same. No, it's never going to stay the same. I live in Australia. If you want to get a dozen of egg, you're looking at about $8, $15 for a dozen of egg. Meanwhile, in Liberia, a dozen of egg is what, less than $5 or less than $10, right? But over here, we pay more, right? For example, if you want a bread, a loaf of bread now is at $5 plus. And this is a developed country. This is a country that is so developed that even healthcare is free for most people. So I don't expect for prices in Liberia to be as low as people expect it to be. But because the government or campaign on better life, better education, better health system, that's why the people voted. But the reality now, and the question to most of you Liberians, can you afford to take your child to hospital, to JFK, and the child gets treated, even though you don't have the money to pay immediately? Can the doctors attend to your child, or can the doctors attend to you without you placing a deposit? Health is wealth. Some of you are focused on back or rise instead of focusing on issues that matter. Education, your children. So let's look at comparison now. Let's compare Liberia. Because if we're talking about a developing country, there's got to be some sort of scientific, statistics, right? So we're looking at Liberia and compare Liberia to other countries. When you look around Africa, especially country like, for example, Rwanda, what is Rwanda doing? Liberians are leaving Liberia going to Rwanda to go to school. But have there any Rwandans from their country to come to Liberia to go to school? No, they will never do it because the education system is very poor. I learned that many years ago, people used to leave all over Africa to come to Liberia to go to LU. But now it's the opposite. People are leaving Liberia to go to Ghana, to go to Kenya, to go to Rwanda, to go to school because our education system is poor. So Liberia is the only country where people leave to go outside to get education, but other people don't leave their country to come to Liberia to get education. Imagine somebody leaving from Nigeria to Liberia to go to University of Liberia. Imagine what are they going to learn? What material are they going to use? Right? So we need to think about those type of things. Then you look at Ghana and debate the policy of Ghana and see how Ghana is progressing. Now Ghana has become America to Liberians. But why is it our leaders are not learning from Ghana? Because I learned that many years ago, people from Ghana come to Liberia. And that's why we have, when you go to West Point, around the beach side of West Point to Old Bridge, right? That's why you have Fountain Town. Because that's where those people come. That's where they're fishing. All those people around the beaches in West Point, most of them are Ghanaians. So we call them Fountain people because they come and fishing, they leave their country to come for a better life. But now is the opposite. Liberians go to Ghana to celebrate. Liberia leave Liberia to go to Ghana to take pictures. You know, Liberians artists leave Liberia to go to Ghana to shoot a music video because our country have nothing to offer. There's nothing good in the country. There's no beautification. There's nothing. There's no development. Right? There's no development in the country. So why are we pushing and mocking other people because of sickness and health instead of working together and build our nation? That's what we should be doing, working together to build our nation. When you go to Kenya, the Kenyans are pushing for innovation. Liberians are not innovative. No. Liberians, the youth, they don't even know they don't know what is called innovation because they don't have that opportunity. They don't have the platform. They don't have the resources. They don't have the material. They don't have nothing. So because of that, they all focus on government job. But is our government working towards those type of are the government working towards youth innovation or youth, or how would I say, developing the youth? Are the government planning on that? I don't think so. But do you see the youth on the street whenever they say, "Oh, it's a party rally"? See them running on the street. And I understand the only reason they're all running on the street and following politicians is because if they don't follow politicians, they cannot afford to eat for that day. So that's why when the political party call for rally, you see them all running after that political party. It's because they want to eat. All right. You see, this is the thing about now Liberians, you they have turned into a dancer. While other people, other youth in different countries are being creative, our youth are busy dancing on the street because they have no job. Imagine if you have a job in the morning that you have to wake up 5 in the morning to go to work. Would you be out till like 12 midnight? No, you won't. Because you need to go and have some sleep so you can go to work. But because we have nothing, so that's it. So they argue and they argue about everything. But can we argue on how to improve lives and not about who should suffer? That's the kind of argument we should be having. We should argue about how to improve life and not argue about who should suffer in Liberia. We don't ask. Okay. I know Liberians are celebrating the electricity, but some communities do not have electricity. They don't have stable electricity. But people that have electricity, they make it feel like the entire country is electrified. Liberia, Monrovia is not Liberia. People focus on Monrovia, but have you thought about the people in Nima, in Tapetan district, in other little towns, in those areas? Do they have electricity? Do they have drinking water? Those are, this is 2025, and even the people on the farm have no access to electricity. The people on the farm have no access to drinking water. And I live in Australia. Australia is a continent on its own, so big. But every village that you go to, there's electricity, there's drinking water, there's sewage system, and there's road, beautiful road for you to drive. Every little villages that you go to in Australia, you'll find that. I'm not talking about maybe Western Australia, some part of Alice Spring, but I'm telling you. So why are the hospitals still a death trap? Those are the kind of things we should be arguing about. Those are the things we should be writing about. If you want to write, use the energy to write something that people are going to cherish. Write something that people are going to back up. Don't write things that like hate speech and all of this nonsense that you're writing because you hate another person. The person that you're writing nonsense about don't even know you. He doesn't even care about you. And that person, if he falls sick today, he can be flown out of the country immediately and get medical attention. So politics now in Liberia has making that politics has turned the youth to be very rude and trained. Imagine a young child will wake up and insult a former president. It baffles me how Liberian, how the youth are destroying themselves. As young as you are, you're worried about a former president that have a better life than your entire generation yet unborn. And you think that if he dies, it's going to put bread on your table? Or you think that his president we are for sick today is going to put bread on your table? No. I don't like Joseph Boakai, but I don't wish him death. I don't like Joseph Boakai. I don't want to see him. I don't even want to hear about Joseph Boakai. But I don't wish him sicknesses. I don't wish him death. No. Because why wishing him death I could fall sick and die. God forbid. So we can't plan evil for somebody. So I think our youth now, the youth, they're going crazy. Lack of education is killed in the youth. Yeah. Lack of education is killed in the youth, right? Yeah. I think lack of education is killed in the youth. Right. But let's continue on down. And let's go down to why are young people jobless in the country? Because jobless people are the one that gossip. People that have so much time on hand, they're the one that go on Facebook to write nonsense. They are the one that listen to people that Phoebe Henry. They are the one that listen to people that Conor Gray. They are the one that listen to people like Dualu. They are the one that listen to stupid people that sit down on spoon talk and talk nonsense. Or they are the one that listen to people that sit on class reloaded and talk nonsense. Instead of they holding the government feet to fire, for the government to provide job opportunity, for the government to bring unity in the country so that investor can come into the country and for job opportunity to open. No, they are busy playing politics. Meanwhile, their life is not getting better. And this is why I always say, and when I say Liberians are stupid people, I don't mean all Liberians. But most of our youth in Liberia, they're all stupid people. They don't care about the future. They don't care about the future of their children that is coming. They're only thinking about today. And that's how stupid they are. Because if you know that you live in a country where the government don't care about you, when you live in a country where the government, the budget of the country is split to the highest, just few people that enjoy, and you run around and celebrate the same government that offer you nothing, it means you are a stupid person. I can't be in Liberia and celebrating a 1.2 billion dollar budget. A 1.2 billion dollar budget that there's nothing in it for me. There's no job creation. It's been 2 bloody years. But the government officials are having the best of the best life. The president is flying private jets while there's no drugs in the hospital. The president is flying just to go to Lofa County. He's taking private jet. But children are not in school. And and this is what baffles me. The government just wake up one bloody morning and say, yeah, let's kick children out of school. I mean, off the street. It's not about kicking those kids off the street. What mechanism have you put in place? Maybe if their parents were working, if their father has a job, the mother has a job, you think these kids are going to be on the street selling water? They wouldn't be on the street because no man wants to see his child running on the street and putting their life in danger. But they have to do it because there's no opportunity in the country for the citizen. So when you see those kids on the street selling granite, selling banana, selling pineapple, selling watermelon, selling dates, it's because that's the only way the family can put food on the table. So when they say they want to keep those children, okay, keep these children off the street, they're not thinking, right? They're not thinking how they're gonna feed at home. And people, I've been talking this, like I've been talking this for a while, and I get attacked on social media a lot. People insult me, and that's the thing because people like us would talk about stuff like this. They don't like us. People like us, that come on live, try to educate our people, open their eyes. They don't like us because, like for example, when I speak of Joseph Boakai and they start insulting me, you know. But that's what we sign up for, is to speak for the people. So we speak for the people, right? So I listened to the Liberia or the LRA, Liberia Revenue Authority, and they said they have raised so much money. They have raised over 800 million. They have raised 13 million more than what they anticipated. And and I see people celebrating that, right? And I see people celebrating that. And when I see people celebrating because the figure that is being called is so huge, and then I ask the question, you celebrating such a figure and say, oh, this is the great government. That money that is being generated, how does that benefit you? Or have you even seen the impact that money is playing in your life or in your community or in the life of your children? Or do you just want to celebrate because Joseph Boakai is like a god to you? So we ask the tough question and they don't like us. They don't like it when we ask. Well, I don't care. I still got to ask them, right? I still got to ask them. So, and I said, why does the economies feel so worse for the ordinary Liberians? If you raise, if you generated 13 million over what was anticipated, then why is the economy feel so worse for the ordinary Liberians? Why are the ordinary Liberians begging? If you boast about raising such a money, but the people are not feeling the impact of whatever money you have generated, that's the question. This is not about we have generated, but how does it impact the life of the people? How does it impact the life of the people? Children are still selling on the street. Fathers and mothers don't have a job. But yet the government has generated, LRA has generated over 800 million. So 13 million over what was anticipated. But yet it has no impact on the life of the market women. It has no impact on the everyday Liberians. So what is there to be celebrated? What is there to celebrate? If you ask me, I personally, I see nothing to be celebrated. I see nothing to be celebrating. I won't celebrate something that has no impact in my life. Why am I celebrating somebody else's success? People that their children can go to better school, people that their children can eat, their children can have bicycle to ride. Why should I celebrate for them? I should be focused on myself. So this is this is what the young people don't understand. Okay, this is what the young people don't understand. That's why education is very important to society. Yes, education is very important to society. It's guys, is my voice coming out pretty good? I feel like my voice is not coming out good. Could somebody please tell, like, give me a thumbs up, or just go in the comment section and just write yes if my voice is coming out okay. I feel like my voice is not coming out okay. Yeah, yeah, I feel like my voice is not coming out okay. But I'll continue. Let's continue. The shameful celebration of suffering. Okay. The shameful celebration of suffering. People are running around saying that the former president is sick. People are saying that the former president had prostate cancer. And some of these people, they don't even know what a prostate cancer is. They just go on Google, write nonsense just because they had that data to come and talk nonsense. Now, even if the former president was sick, as you claim, right? Instead of having empathy, some Liberians are celebrating it. Say President George Weah is sick, he's going to die. The grace that followed George Weah, the grace that followed this person, the grace that followed George Weah is bigger than the entire Liberia. Many of you was not meant to be born today, but because of George Weah helping to bring peace in the country that you are in today, that's why you are born. Because a single person to bring peace in the country that you're in today. Many of you young people who are just turning 18, 19, you have no idea. You have no idea. You look at Joseph Boakai because he's a liar. Yes, Joseph Boakai is a bloody liar. I would say, you know. But I don't want to make Joseph Boakai the topic. Right? But many of you young people was not even meant to be born. Your parents should have been dead a long time ago. Because during the war, it was bad. Listen, in 2003, I remember we ran. We went to the American embassy. And when we went to the American embassy, and the American said that it wasn't gonna open Greystone. And many of you young people who are just 19, 20, you don't know what Greystone is. But Greystone is a place, in Mamba Point, opposite the American embassy. It's a place where Liberians used to go for refuge when there's war, when there's shooting. But in 2003, the beginning of 2003 war, that's where everybody ran. Because for us, we live around there, so it was easy to just go to across. But when we went to the American embassy, um, and they refused to open Greystone. And the reason they refused to open Greystone, we did not understand why they didn't want to open Greystone. Because Greystone has always been open for people to go there for cover. But at the beginning of 2003 war, they said that Greystone was not going to be open. So we didn't know that. And the American, there was an empty building just down maybe 100 meters on the same street, right? And that building was empty. And the Americans said, yeah, you could go in that building, but that building has no security. Even though there's all the Marines and all the American soldiers standing here, that building is not under the protection of the Americans. You guys can go there, but whatever happened, that's on you, right? So it was me and my sister and my family. And we ran to that building with other people. And even we went in that building, the militia boys, they still used to come there and harass people, right? But my elder sister, she's in America now. She came later because she lived in Rocktown. So she came. When she came with they came. There was a lot of people, and they forced their way into Greystone. And when they forced their way into Greystone, the unthinkable happened. The rebels shoot rocket. They shoot, I think, 2 or 3 RPG into the fence, and thousands of Liberians die. Thousands of Liberians die. Thousands. And me and my sister. So what happened when these people died? The Americans start putting them out because there was so much blood. Like they start putting, they brought everyone on the street in the middle of the road, and they came down to the building and they asked everyone. They said, "Come over, check among these people who are dying. If you have a family member, take them away." And me and my sister, we went there. We were there. There was a mountain of people, like dead bodies. There's still people still breathing, but they're about to die. So my sister and I, we went there because we have our elderly sister who went into Greystone, and we were looking for her body around these people, right? But thank God nothing happened to her. She was safe and sound. So all I'm trying to say, yeah, many of you young people did not see war in Liberia. Okay, many of you young people did not see war. So sometimes the way you people behave like animal, I don't blame you. Because many of you grow, you people are just a war child. So many of you are stupid. Many of you did not experience, you did not see somebody die, you did not see the amount of people that were killed in Greystone, the amount of dead bodies that were pulled out of the fence and they padded out just like a mountain. Many of you did not see that. So all of you 20 years old, 18 years old, you have seen nothing in life. You guys are just a post-war child. So when you are running around and behaving like an animal on the street, that's because you have not experienced war. Because bullet doesn't even ask. When bullets is flying, it pick up anyone, right? So that was our story. But because of the harassment in that building, we have to go to Guinea. And we made our way to Guinea. Me and my sister. We made our way to Guinea. And while we were running into the swamp, there was a girl between us. She got hit by a stray bullet on her back. She got hit in the back and she fell in front of us. Very sad moment. So many of you people, you guys are preaching hate speech. You're writing nonsense, and you think that if war come in our country today, many of you are going to survive. Most of you are just young people. You haven't seen anything in life. So the dead war that we experience, we need to let all that war go and just unite and build our country and have a better system. Okay, if we need to work with the government, we work with the government. Because Liberia cannot afford to go back to the dark days. 'Cause if we go back to the dark days, that would be the end of Liberia. The country that's already struggling, imagine, and we have chaos. That will be the end of it. Nothing's gonna work again, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing's gonna work. So all of you people who are preaching nonsense and praying for somebody to get sick and die, the same person that you're praying for him to die, he was a key reason for peace to come in Liberia. And that's George Weah. That's George Weah. This same man used to go from refugee camp to check on people. Meanwhile, Joseph Barker was not doing anything. Okay? Joseph Barker was not doing anything. In fact, Joseph Barker ran to his country. He went and hide. But it was Joshua that was out there disarming people. Okay? It was Joshua that was out there disarming people. Joshua could have killed less. He was making money. He had money. He was playing. He lived in a better country. He could have killed less. and forget about the nonsense that happened, the killing that is happening in Liberia. But because he loved the people, he loved his country. That's why you see Joshua is always around Liberia. Joshua doesn't need to live in Liberia to survive. Joshua can live anywhere in the world and survive. He doesn't need to do government job to survive. But because of you people, this man sacrificed himself and all the insult that he's getting from you low life people. He sacrificed himself just to see good thing happen to Liberia. What you think? Joshua had 4 years because during his presidency, coronavirus took over. And I listened to Spoon when Spoon was speaking. Like, and I think the people on Spoon, are they educated? Because for Spoon, the panelists on Spoon, to compare COVID with Ebola. How can COVID and Ebola be comparable? Coronavirus was worldwide. The entire world was shut down. Even us in Australia, toilet paper we couldn't get. If you go on the shelf to buy meat, you're not allowed to have 2 slices of meat. You're only allowed to have 1 pack of meat, not 2. Toilet paper was taken. Everything was taken. Imagine we live in a better country that the budget is more than 100 billion. But we're talking about a country that the budget was only 700 million. Not even close to $1 billion. But that country was able to maintain his people. So the death rate around the world, places like Australia, people were dying. The amount of people that die is nothing compared to Liberia. So COVID-19 took 2 years of President Weah presidency because that was worldwide. And people compare COVID-19 to Ebola. What sort of hatred is that? If you hate Joshua so much, speak truth to power. Ebola was just in West Africa. It was just Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea. Even Ghana and Nigeria wasn't affected as Liberia and Guinea was. So Ebola was just between 3 countries. So Ebola did not shut the whole world down. No, the world was moving on. But they were restricting people from Africa from going to European country. That was the difference. But COVID-19, you couldn't travel from one state to another. Imagine, I live in Sydney, in New South Wales. You're not allowed to travel to Queensland. You're not allowed to travel to Victoria. You're not allowed to travel to South Australia. You're not allowed to travel to Western Australia. Right? And no other people or no other national could come from that country to come to Australia or to go to another country. Because country was shut down. People couldn't travel. People couldn't move. And Liberians compare Ebola with COVID-19. That is injustice to the people, to be honest. If he hate Joshua that much, at least speak truth to power. But within 4 years, President Weah were able to secure or were able to initiate free tuition, free wire. In that 4 years, you have recreational center. You have the PHP park, you have the Invincible Park, and you have other things. You have the 14 Military Hospital. You have the Emory Hospital. Those things were done in 4 years. You don't expect a country that is so broken to be developed in 4 years. It's just the way we don't expect President Boakai to develop Liberia in 6 years. No, we don't expect that. You got to be a fool to think that way. But if you run a campaign and just lie to the people that you can do this, you can do that, then we hold you by your word. Okay. So when President Weah said everything that President Barker is doing today, it has the DNA of CDC. Is that a lie? The overhead bridge that is being built, is that not the CDC? The roads, constructions, even going to the southeast, and people are bidding on George Weah. Is that not the the CDC? So President Weah wasn't wrong when he said everything the government is doing has the DNA of the CDC. He was not wrong. That's the reality. But you know the truth hurt. That's why truth is hard to come out. Truth is hurting inside. The lies is always on your tongue. So lies is easy to come out, but truth truth hurt. So it's hard to come out. Right? President Weah said, let Joseph Boakai initiate something. And that's the same thing all Liberians want. I'm not against President Boakai finishing off what President Weah started, because I don't want unfinished project to be in the country. But while President Joseph Boakai is finishing what the CDC-led government started, they should be able to initiate something that the next government is going to complete and start something from there. And that's how our country can be developed. Maybe President Weah build hospitals. Joseph Boakai might say, okay, we have this amount of hospitals. What are we lacking in the hospitals? We don't have a CT scan. We don't have an ultrasound. We don't have a MRI. We don't have a dialysis. All of this. So President Boakai now focus on putting equipment in the hospital that were built by the CDC. Now they don't need to build another hospital, but they can focus on equipping those hospitals that were built. Right? So that's how development goes on. But you cannot come and see everything and you feel like in 2 years you were able to accomplish all of this. If the MCC compiler Liberians are celebrating, saying Joseph Boakai. And it baffles me when Liberians are celebrating things and not giving credit to George Weah for his hard work. And then I see the hatred. And I say that Liberians are evil people. Liberians are nothing but a monster. They're evil. They live the truth and celebrate lies. How can you hate the truth and celebrate fabrication? Things that is not real. Things that is a lie. Do you think the MCC compact, do you think it was 2024? No. That compact is coming from 2023 into 2024. And 2024 going into 2025. So those are simple things. But the common Liberian don't understand it. Yeah. The common Liberian don't understand those type of things. But our government is too they don't want to educate people on those type of things. The electricity. People who are not economists, they are calling somebody who live his life as an economist, calling him a liar. How can you debunk something you know nothing about? No, those are questions that we should be asking. Like, I don't know. How can I debunk the finance minister? I know nothing about finances. No, I don't. So, do you think the finance minister is going to put something out there that the entire world is going to see? And he's going to fabricate lies when there's other professional in the world that is going to read that document? So sometimes when we are defending the people that we defend, we need to use common sense. Those party, red or blue and green, orange, yellow, whatever colors, it's not helping Liberia. Okay, it's not helping Liberia. What we should be looking at now, has the income improved? It's been 2 years. Or harmonization is still intact. Okay, harmonization is still intact. And the former finance minister stated, he said, even in 50 years, harmonization is still going to be. So even if Joseph Boakai finished and Joshua comes, or Alexander Cummings, or Musa Hassan Bediri, or Clarence Monuba, harmonization is not going to be reversed. So has salary changed or has it improved? All of them rise. Is food cheaper? Are your rent, as rent lower than it used to be? I don't mean people who live in a ghetto that is renting a Zane round. No, I'm talking about a proper house where you can live and feel comfortable. Is that any cheaper? Are your hospitals better today? Those are questions. Is your school system stronger than it was? No. Okay, so ask yourself these questions. Yeah, ask yourself these questions. Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. Liberia is not a country that is independent. Liberia is still a dependent country. Liberia depend on another country to survive. Liberians are the only country that have a budget of 1.2 billion, even though they don't have the money, but they are waiting on donor to provide that money. So Liberia is living in a utopia world, you know. So we are projecting those things, and we know that we cannot even deliver. Okay. President Boakai said that this is the thing that baffles me. And many Liberians, that's where I know Liberians are evil people. The mansion in Foya, and I wrote a letter to the MRU, Mountain River Union. I wrote a letter to them. And everything that the government of Liberia been saying is all a lie. Right? I think many of you was on my life when I read the letter. So this bloody government just lie. They just lie on everything. Nothing real. They just lie. President Boakai said he know nothing about the establishment of that mansion. But yeah, he was there inspecting something he know nothing about. Instead of people getting sacked, instead of people getting, instead of people copying it, President Boakai was there. He's walking like a penguin, the way he walked. He walked like a penguin. He's going one side to side, you know. I mean, you people are in it for good. That's the life you people choose. All right. Let me play one more song. Listen. I don't have much to say. Okay. That's all I have to say. Liberians, we have to be wise. We need to unite. Unity is the only thing that is going to build our country. If we don't unite today to build Liberia, Liberia is never going to be built. Division is what bringing our country down. Just look at the county meet. Just to tell you, Liberians are very unserious. Liberians are not serious people. The county meet that's supposed to bring unification, supposed to unify people. The county meet supposed to bring people together. But instead, the counter meet is nothing but an embarrassment. The counter meat is bringing more division than it has ever done. That's to tell you Liberia is not a serious country. The country is not a serious country. It's football. Even during the wartime, when there's football game, people stop fighting and watch the game. When Didier Drogba used to go to Cote d'Ivoire during the war in 2002, I was in Cote d'Ivoire at the time. When Didier Drogba used to go to Cote d'Ivoire, people would stop the war to watch the football game. Same thing in Liberia. But here we are. The national county meet is nothing but an embarrassment. So tell me, where are we heading as a nation? Where are we heading? That's the question for you guys to answer. Let me share the screen with you guys. All right, this is how we go home tonight. Look, guys, there's a new song out there. It's called "Nothing for Nothing." Uh, this is the music by the Nima Victory Man. It's called "Nothing for Nothing." Let's play that song and hopefully you guys can listen to it. All right, "Nothing for Nothing" by Obadiah Topa, the Nima Victory. The Nima Victory Man. Nothing for nothing. Let's listen to this.
Oh yeah, boo yeah yeah. Oh boo yeah yeah. Boo yeah. Everybody got deficiency. Everybody got deficiency. I call it yeah. Oh boo yeah. So what that way? Yeah. Kill the blood. Boo yeah. You know better than me, I know better than you. You know better than me, I know better than you. Oh, boo yeah. Everybody get deficiency. Everybody get deficiency. No one get it together here. No one get it together here. Oh, boo yeah. Boo yeah. You get your own, I get my own. You get your own, no, I get my own. You enjoying today, I suffer. Everything get it done. Not because today you enjoy it, yeah. So you think you better than me. So you think you better than me. You got your own, I got my own. Everything get it done. Oh, boo yeah. You married today, I single. Tomorrow, I will marry you. You get shock at me, I get my own. Oh, boo yeah. Boo yeah. No one get it all together here. No one get it all together here. Everybody get deficiency.
Yeah, no one has it together. Everyone has deficiency in their lives, but not because you feel like you own something and I don't have it, because it does mean you're better than me. No, you ain't better than me. It's all a matter of time. Everything has a time. You know.
Everybody got deficiency. Now I call it boo yeah. Yeah, boo yeah. Oh, boo yeah. I saw this be there for girl. We big and gay, long hair. Oh. But she get dunking it for free. Boo yeah. She get dunking it for free. Oh, my people. Boo yeah.
Hey, Liberia, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is real music out here. Shout out to Obadiah Topa on this one. Yeah, you can find that on YouTube as well. It's called Nothing for Nothing by no, it's called Nobody's Better. Okay, I'm sorry. This is called Nobody's Better. So don't feel like you're better than me or I feel that I'm better than you. You know what I mean? Not because you're driving, that mean, I ain't shit. No. You have car today, tomorrow could be my turn. You don't know what tomorrow's gonna be like. So show love to your friend, show love to your brother. Be your brother keeper. That's what Obadiah Topa is talking about. And this is what I love about this guy. You know, I love music that has meaning. It's not just, you know, t- like those type of music would teach a kid. Like I would love my daughter to listen to this song. I would love my little boy to listen to this song because these songs speak on things. It educate people. That's the kind of music I want my children to listen to, and that's the kind of music I want to listen to when I'm driving on a long distance. You know what I mean? So shout out to Obadiah Tokwa.
I saw the farm so tall, man. He can go to gym. He got all the sex pack home. He do not know how to hustle, man. He's so lazy to look for money.
Yeah, I like that. There's a lot of people, like a lot of young niggas these days, they spend their time in the gym, just pumping weight and all that. It's trying to get six pack, trying to get all the muscle. But I mean, six cars is better than muscle, right? Six cars is better than six pack. You got to go out there and hustle. You know what I mean? Like spending your time in the gym and you feel like, oh, I have a sexy body. Bro, your girl is cheating on you with a guy with a six car. All right. So you got to go out there and hustle. I like that, Obadiah. Great, great job.
Everybody get division, say. Don't do let's say you better than me. Don't do let's say you better than me. So that way,
yeah. Like let me stop it here tonight, man. Tomorrow is entertainment, so Saturday we're doing entertainment. I think Saturday to my end, it will be Saturday morning in Liberia, so we do entertainment. So we're gonna be playing a lot of music tomorrow. So guys, stick around. Come back with me tomorrow. Let's talk entertainment. Let's play music. Let's vibe to it. Obadiah Topa, this guy, he's gonna be on the live tomorrow. So come and have and enjoy your music. I mean, very great artist, all right, very great artist. Like he have a lot of meaningful songs, songs that you can vibe to, some that you can relate to. That's the kind of music he made. So tomorrow is entertainment. Saturday morning in Liberia is entertainment. So come around. Let's play some Liberian music. That's what we do. We promote Liberian culture to the world. You know, we done it for the Nigerians, so it's about time we do it for Liberia. So shout out to you, Obadiah Topa, on this one here. God, this is how we go home tonight. Oh, hold up. Let me play Nothing for Nothing by Obadiah Topa. That's his newest single that's out. Nothing for Nothing. So let me play that one. Okay, let me play that. I won't play the whole thing, but let me just play that before I go. Okay, Nothing for Nothing. Obadiah Topa. It's a great song. It's a great song. Come on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to play.
You eat your pizza, I eat my dry. You eat your goat meat, I eat my dry. Go forget the six belly, yeah. Boo, yeah. Boo, yeah. Go for.
Yeah, this is it. This is the So this is the new one by Obadiah Topa. Guys, this song, as you can see, I'm on YouTube. I'm playing this directly from YouTube. So you can go on YouTube and stream this song or download this song. Those are really great music. This is Obadiah Topa, the name of Victory Man. Nothing for Nothing has a really great meaning. Just listen to the song, right? I don't want to talk too much, but listen to the song and you'll find out yourself what this song is about. Okay.
Nothing for nothing, something for something. That is what we live in. That the world we live in. No more true love again. It's nothing for nothing, no. Or something for something, yeah. Nothing for nothing, oh. Something for something. That the world we live in. Samunale, munale, oh, munale, samunale, munale, oh, munale, samunale, munale, oh, munale, samunale, munale, munale, samunale. My brother, double your hustle, double your hustle, My brother, double your hustle, yeah. Samunale, that the one we.
See, this is what I was talking about. You got to double your hustle. If you don't double your hustle, no one's going to give it to you. You got to double your hustle, my brother. Don't rely on somebody. Don't rely on your relative overseas or somewhere or because they work in the government. No, you got to double your hustle. That's what I'm talking about. Let's
That the one we live in, oh, Samuel, nothing for nothing, something for something, oh, no more true love again, no more true love again, oh, Samuel, small guy chasing the papa chasing small girl, married women chasing single people chasing married people. You think say na for love, you not for love, oh. It's something for something. It's nothing for nothing, oh. Something for something. And the one we live in, oh. Samunale, munale, munale, samunale, munale, munale, samunale, munale, samunale, samunale. Ooh, yeah, oh yeah, Samunale. Every time I cannot to eat a fish, you should tell your fish not to smell them.
I love that. That's my favorite line. You know what I mean? You know, if you tell my cat not to eat your fish, tell your fish not to smell. You know, so if your fish don't smell, my cat won't eat it. I love that. But yo, listen, thanks to everybody. Thanks to all of you that watch me live tonight. I appreciate all of you. If you're watching me from YouTube, I say thank you. If you're watching me from CDC for a brother tomorrow, I say thank you. If you're watching me from Thompson Bay Boss, I say thank you as well. I just play a little bit of music, but tomorrow is gonna be entertainment day, so we do entertainment tomorrow. Today was all about educating our young people in Liberia. We need this. We need to do this. You know what I mean? Our young people in our country in Liberia, they need those type of education because many of them they are post-war child, so they were born during post-war till now. Children that were born in 2006, they haven't seen anything in life. They didn't experience whatever that we experienced, back in the day. So they feel like everything is just it is what it is. So they go out in the street and cause chaos and you know talking nonsense and writing nonsense, thinking that when war comes, it's going to affect one person. No, it's not going to affect one person. It's going to affect everybody. Okay. So that's why I want to educate these young people. Some might not like the way we say it, but at the same time we are actually helping Liberia because I want to see a better Liberia. I want to go back to Liberia and move around freely. I want to go to Liberia and go to the shopping mall like I do here. Go to the shop and shopping for grocery and get something, go home. And not worried about security, not worried about electricity, not worried about anything. Some people want to leave Australia, America to go to Liberia to live. But they think like if I leave from this country and go down to Liberia, how am I gonna work? Job security is high. People are worried. Imagine if I leave Australia today and I say, yeah, I want to go live in my country. I'm not just gonna go in the country and not work. I gotta work. That's the only way I can survive or feed my family. You know what I mean? Even the education system has to be good so my children can be able to go to school. So due to all of this, that's why you see a lot of people don't want to go to Liberia to live there. They want to go there in December and just enjoy themselves and then come back to another man country where they work like a slave. Okay. So many of us want to come back home, but our government need to provide some sort of job security, some sort of health security, education for our people. All right. So that's what I want to, talk about today, and I'm glad that I let that out. Thanks to all of you that watched the live. Thanks to all of you that shared the live. If you did, thank you. I appreciate all of you. All right. I appreciate all of you, and thank you very much. Join me tomorrow. It's entertainment. We're gonna be playing music. Obadiah Topa is gonna be live. He's gonna be on the show. So Obadiah Topa is gonna be on the show tomorrow because it's entertainment. He's gonna be on the show. We're gonna play music and talk about entertainment in general. All right. So thanks to all of you, and bye.